Welcome back, guys, to another episode. I have another very special guest with me today. Known you a long time. Don't know much about you though. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
My name is Johnny Austin.
I think a lot of people remember you.
I'm sure.
And so obviously you grew up here in Bakersfield.
Yeah, all my life, born and raised in Oildale.
Yeah. Where'd you grow up in Oildale?
Uh, Arvin Street for half the time. Then, when I was 11, we moved over by Wingland off Margot.
Okay. I know that street. It's kind of a nice area.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was Arvin Street on the other hand back then?
In the 90s, in the 80s, not too bad. Not
Yeah.
too bad. Had a few people that gave me trouble, but nothing I couldn't deal with.
I've noticed that Oildale's been able to hold on to its reputation of being like a terrible place, but I think it was just like a couple years there the drugs were real bad.
Yeah.
I don't really see it that bad here anymore. I don't know.
No, no. It's back then, we lost words there. I was more of you seen in a bubble. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what drugs were. I just knew my dad smoked a little reefer here and again, but that's about it.
Did you live with both of your parents?
Yeah, all my life until my dad passed 6 years ago.
Oh man, sorry to hear that. What was his name?
His John Austin Senior.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, he was during COVID in 2020, but he had pancreatic cancer. So he luckily didn't have to live through seeing all the COVID issues or even have it, because I had it twice.
Really?
Yes, and it was not nice.
Did you get vaccinated?
3 times.
Dang, really? Still got it?
Yeah. I got the vax and all the booster shots, and I was like, yeah, this didn't work.
Really?
No.
I'd like to dig into that a little bit. Did you notice anything after you got the shots, or
I only noticed the side effects that they said, oh, it'll feel like you got punched in the arm pretty hard. But other than that, no.
huh? Wild. Well, from the horse's mouth, I guess
Yeah.
it doesn't work.
I noticed when I got it, I was like, I can't breathe very well right now. And I noticed it wasn't like any normal cold or flu or any of that crap I've had before. Like, this is something in my chest and I cannot breathe.
Really, you had breathing? I didn't. I got it. I didn't get any shots, but I never had the breathing thing.
Yeah, I couldn't breathe. I lost a lot of my sense of taste, sense of smell. Still kind of affected a little bit, but a lot of it did come back.
I just had like a lot of pain in my back and like on my butt cheek area.
Mhm.
Like it was just a terrible pain. Man, that was rough though. I do remember that. Was it rough every time for you, or did you just end up getting it with no symptoms?
The first time was the roughest one. The other time it was just like a little cold.
Really crazy.
I'd get those in-home tests and whatever, and then you go get the test at the doctor. Oh yeah, you don't have a flu. You got COVID. Oh, that's great.
Were you scared? Is that what made you get vaccinated? I remember there was this like 1 minute where I was like, "Oh shoot, like the world's shutting down. This is kind of scary."
No, we were planning on going to Disney World at the time.
Uh huh.
So I think in order to fly, you had to
Oh
be
yeah.
vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
So we had no choice.
Yeah, that's crazy. So what what did you guys? I'm trying to step back to where Arvin Street. You have brothers and sisters?
I got 3 sisters.
Yeah. So you grew up with all girls.
Yeah, I grew up with
Are they
two of them
older?
two of them were grown already.
Okay.
So I just grew up with one. She's about 5.5 years older than I am.
Yeah.
But I was teasing me, and then just the sister brotherly bickering and fighting.
And then from like Arvin Street,
Mm.
you guys moved. How old were you whenever you guys moved, do you think?
I was 11 because it was the last day of 5th grade.
Okay.
As I remember that distinctly, because I wanted at least to walk to school one day. 'Cause it was right across the street from Wingland.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to walk to school one day, and we just didn't quite make the move in time enough.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Dang.
Yep.
And then, so, then where does your mom, was your mom working at the time?
Um. Yeah, was usually a like a janitor. She worked a lot at the federal building off Q Street and in the Naval Reserve on Chester.
Interesting. The naval, oh, the by the batting cages.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wonder how you get a job like that.
The people who own the building or manage the building, whatever, I'm not sure. There
Oh.
was like a contractual thing at the time.
So she's not military or anything?
No.
No. Right on. What did your dad do?
He was a foreman for PG&E
Oh, hell yeah.
gas construction.
Nice. That's cool. So you're, I think you said 11.
Mhm.
You move over there. Anything special you could tell me about that street?
Um, it seemed like a what would you say, a retirement community street. There's a lot of old folks that lived down there at the time.
The houses are pretty close together down there. Like,
Yeah.
so your neighbors are, you know all your neighbors right there.
Yeah, that big, and like the last 6 houses on our area, we always knew who everybody was. And when people started getting old and passing away or moving away, it's like, okay, we're gonna kind of keep more to ourselves now.
Yeah. Did you ride bikes or anything?
Yeah.
What was your thing?
I rode bikes around the neighborhood a little bit, not too much. Kind of just kept a little bit of a square, and then I started riding my bike to school a little bit in junior high.
Yeah. What were you into? Like, what was your thing? Like
Baseball, video games, pro wrestling.
pro wrestling? I thought I knew, I remembered something like that.
Yeah, I used to wear all the shirts.
Yeah, I think I do remember that. And now it's like, back then, I think that you were kind of like, it was like looked down, like kind of on, but now everybody's into it.
Oh yeah,
Again, it's like,
it was like uh, taboo to even be a fan of it back then. Oh, that's fake stuff. Yeah, but so is everything else you watch on
yeah,
TV. This is just a little different.
yeah. I guess if you like look at it, if you actually look at it as it's fake and like it's still like entertaining,
Yeah,
it's
you just
just
got to
another form.
get away from looking at some guys that are wearing almost nothing.
What was your favorite video game?
Earthbound on Super Nintendo.
I don't even know. What was that about?
It was just a very cheesy role playing game,
Okay.
but it's just something I just really liked. You had to start off. You fought like hamburgers, and a cup of coffee was your enemy, or a spinning record. It was.
I remember, I think the game, well, I mean, Mario, of course, but like Contra was fun.
I liked Contra.
Contra was fun. That was hard. Hard game to get through.
I'd always call my brother-in-law. Hey, can you come help to beat my level,
Yeah.
please?
When are we going to get Grand Theft Auto 6?
They say that was coming out. I don't even know.
Like last year, I thought.
Yeah, then they put it off till like next year, I think.
Really? You still play video games now?
I don't even have the time.
You don't even have the time. Yeah.
I have such a collection of games that I bought when my daughter was just an infant. I was like, okay, she's going to take a nap. I'm going to get about 30, 45 minutes of gameplay or whatever.
Yeah.
Then that stopped when she's like, oh, 10 minutes. Daddy, I'm up.
How old is she now?
3. Just turned 3 on Sunday. Last Sunday.
Yeah, so you're way busy.
Yes.
That's good. What's her name?
Camellia.
Camellia.
Call her Millie.
Right on. So I guess you stay in that same house all the way through high school?
Yeah.
Really? Do you ride your bike to high school?
No, I either got a ride, and then when I got into driving, I just drove.
How old were you when you started driving?
I started a little late. I didn't get my permit until I was 16, and then my license when I was 17.
Did you have your own car?
Yeah, my dad. I was a hand-me-down 1978 GMC Sierra Grande,
Oh, nice.
3/4 ton.
Those are
Had
worth some money now.
Oh, dude, I wish I still had that thing.
What'd you do with it?
We sold it to because at the time, well, shoot, even in 2003, gas was starting to go up a little bit. We were like, no. We sold that and got my '92 Chevy,
Okay.
and I drove that through high school till I blew the motor up on that a few years ago.
Yeah, I know a thing about blowing motors. It's always been Chevy motor. I ain't never blown a Ford motor, and I've had lots of
Yeah,
Fords.
this is I was driving back home from taking my girlfriend to work, and I just hear a pop and just see this thickest, nastiest white smoke come out from under the truck.
Oh, it's like a head gasket or something.
Yeah, it was a head gasket. I got home and you could see it coming out of the head and hitting on the exhaust pipe, the manifold that goes towards
Okay.
out. Yeah, my dad popped that dipstick. I was scared. I was like, Dad, come check this out for me. He looks up. There was about half the stick was covered in water.
Did you guys mess with cars growing up or something?
No, not a whole lot. Just the basic stuff we did. I I'm able to change, plugs, and once I got into a job later on in life here a few years ago, had to learn how to service backhoes and stuff. So
Right on. Is that what you're doing now?
no, I just work at a Dollar Tree.
Oh,
I
right
work at
on.
Dollar Tree stocking.
Okay. Seems like a good job now.
No, no, it's in the air conditioning.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, at least you're not outside and pays the bills,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Well, that's all we can hope
Can't
for
complain about
nowadays.
any of that.
At least there's no robots taking over your job yet.
Not yet.
You mess with AI at all?
Um, I've just now started learning to look at Chat GPT and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like my Facebook picture was made on Chat GPT.
Okay. Was I always hear about like this crazy stuff. I'm just curious what you thought, what your thoughts on it was.
Um,
You think it's gonna take over? Or?
a lot of people seen the Will Smith movie of I Robot.
Dude, isn't that nuts? Those things like look like that too.
Yeah,
That's a
I mean a
crazy
lot of
movie.
stuff. I mean, if you seek self-driving cars that are like self-driving Ubers and stuff like that, cars that are robots that bring your food to you in Japan, and if they're starting to come here. I mean,
It's weird because I think people think like it's cool or something, but it's so inconvenient. Like you have to wait so long, and I like even when with at the self checkout at Walmart, dude, you have to each screen takes like 10 seconds for you. By the time you're done, you wasted like 2 minutes just on screen time
yeah.
waiting on the robot to complete its transaction. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
just I don't know. It's a
Or
waste.
you scan your item, ding, ding, ding. You got to put that back in the bagging. I
Yeah.
put it in the bagging section. You can't continue on until you put it back in the bagging aisle in the area. Like, okay, now you can go.
And then they have all the aisles shut off
Yeah.
for some reason. Why? Why not just I don't
I
understand
was like,
that.
you remember shopping during COVID when you can go down an aisle one way, but you can't come in up it the other way?
I didn't thankfully I didn't I once they started talking about like the toilet paper thing and stuff, like I was a single boy. I didn't really have much, you know what I mean? I didn't need much.
Right.
So I could go stock up and have like a month's worth of food or whatever and
Yeah.
be just fine.
We'd go to Walmart or any stores. Like, okay, I got to go up this aisle get some peanut butter, but you can't go down the aisle at the direction you're facing. You'd have to go all the way around the store or go up the next aisle and then come back around and come down the other way.
Dude. And if something happened again, like say we actually like had like a war, like where people like had to like shelter in place and stuff, the lines,
Uh,
dude.
it's gonna look like soup kitchens in the Depression.
And it's gonna run out because everybody's gonna be panic buying everything,
Yeah,
you know?
like tequila companies started making hand sanitizer. That's why a lot of your hand sanitizers back then, oh, smells like I put Cabo Wabo on my hands or something, you know?
They were probably just selling the same stuff
Yeah, it was
in those
just
bottles just to like as like a just drink this, you'll be fine.
yeah. Oh, we're making hand sanitizer, but this is just as good. Come on, go ahead.
I heard something about people drinking Listerine to get drunk
Oh,
back then. I don't know if that's real or not.
Listerine, Robitussin, all that, you know.
COVID was wild. I don't know that I met it.
Wearing masks.
People are still doing that, dude.
Oh, and they're still wearing them wrong. You see them still wearing 'em right below their nose. It's like, why?
Or driving with like they're the only ones in the car.
Oh yeah, I get that's the biggest kick I get out. Of like, why do you have your mask on? You're in the car alone. You're afraid you're gonna blow. You're just afraid you're gonna blow snot or something all over your
Dude,
windshield.
it oddly bothers me for some reason. I'm just like, gosh, dang, like that and electric cars. Electric cars, like, ugh, I had something about it. Just
Yeah, I bought one.
yeah, you have one. What
I
do you have?
had one.
What happened with it?
I had it for 4 days.
It's the sound that gets me. The
Yeah,
ring.
it's a whistle. But 4 days after getting it from CarMax, the check engine light came on, and it said, "Oh," and it limited my charging. I couldn't charge it anymore. It said there's a battery issue. So I took it to this place to get the code read. It's like, oh, yeah, that's a main battery problem. You might want to take that car back.
Did you?
Oh yeah,
Oh, and they took it back.
because it, CarMax would have fixed the problem
Mm-hmm.
because they had like a 10-day bring it back guarantee.
Yeah.
But I called to make an appointment to have them look at it, and the appointment they wanted to give me was far outside that 10 days. So I'm like, well, that's going to make your deal null and void by the time I get to you. So I'm just
Yeah.
going to bring your car back and politely tell you where to stick it.
There's a lot of shady stuff that goes on with CarMax. I've personally experienced it like proxy through one of my a friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
She brings her car back over here because her her spark plugs burn out like every 3 months,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't even know what that is. Like I have a 2003 Ford, and I've never once changed the spark plugs. It still has stock tires from when off the dealership, but
Dang.
um she has me replace these spark plugs, but every time she comes with the spark plugs, she has the gets the like gives the auto place the VIN number and the stuff. They give her the correct spark plugs.
Mm-hmm.
She comes and brings them to me. They're always the wrong spark plugs because the motor isn't for that car.
Oh.
So she can't get so they sold her a car with two different motors in it. And so like there's plugs that are just hanging off where they just they just don't plug in,
Mm-hmm.
like, and so certain stuff doesn't work. She's taken it back to them like several times, and they just blow her off every time. CarMax is what
Oh,
was
okay.
getting at. Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
we've had an issue with this too. After we took it back, we watched them the whole process. They relisted it just maybe a week after we took it back. They relisted it, and it sold again to somebody down south, and they shipped it down there. I'm like, you really put? Because it was like, cause the shop I took it to, the mechanic that looked at it owns 5 electric cars.
Mhm.
So he was like, okay, dude, this is your problem. He's like, I drive a Rivian, I drive this, I drive that. You're not gonna want to keep that car.
What kind of car was it?
It was a Chevy Bolt.
Okay.
It was just the little squatty ones.
Gotcha.
But he said, yeah, I limped that thing over there with like 5% charge. Got every cent back that I ever sent them, except for the money that I paid to have it shipped down here from like Sacramento or something.
Yeah.
But I got my whole deposit back,
Really?
everything. Yeah.
That's good.
But
That's
the
good.
fact that they resold it, and I was like, "You're not going to spend." As he said, the battery was like a $30,000 battery for a car that's maybe worth 15.
They're just a big chop shop. Is all it
Yeah.
is. Yeah. It's crazy because they probably pay some politician or something to look the other way so they can keep doing whatever they're
Oh, of
doing.
course.
Because like I don't know. It's just
And they'll do it with a smile on their face.
I know that if I swap an engine into a random car, I'm not just going to be able to go and tag it or
Mm.
anything else. I'm going to have to jump through hoops to do that. How are they getting away with it?
Yeah.
It's weird. Anyways, tell me more about your life. I didn't mean to get off on
No, we're good.
freaking.
Used to love hunting fish with my dad. Haven't done it a lot since he passed away.
Yeah.
That was one of the few things I looked forward to when he would come home from being out of town a lot. Sometimes he'd even pick me up from school. We'd go for the weekend.
Yeah. Where would you guys go?
Mostly Isabella, Lake Isabella.
What'd you hunt out there? Oh, that
We'd
was
go up
just
there and
fishing.
fish, but we'd go all over the place and hunt deer and pig, duck, dove.
Sorry, dude.
You're all right.
My cat's playing dirt bike. my,
Chasing the other one in here.
my bad, dude.
But yeah, we do all that kind of hunting. I wasn't very good at it, but it was just the experience.
I don't think I've ever been hunting. I've never hunted
You know,
anything.
he'd go to Utah and Colorado, and whatnot, hang out over there. Sometimes he'd take a whole month off. He'd save all his uh, vacation time at work, 7-8 weeks, and take a whole month off and go
Yeah. What do you bring back?
elk, deer.
So you guys would eat that like regularly in the house?
Yeah.
Really? Do you like? Did you like it growing up, or was it weird for you?
It was. I liked it because it was part of
It's just
part of
normal.
yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
It was always around.
Yeah.
Like from either my dad was getting it, my grandpa, he was having some friends come over and say, "Hey, I got some venison for you. I'll trade you some venison for doing this or whatever." Okay, barter work. He'd always have it.
Yeah. That's cool. You never went with him on one of those big hunts?
I went one time, and it was 2002. We had one that was fixed. One she's fixed now, but the one we just had to put her down. She was not fixed.
We tried to have her fixed, and she died on the table, and they brought her back, and they said she had a heart condition to where they can't fix her. And that's not even my cat. That's my brother's cat.
You're just a charity case right now, aren't you?
Yeah, he is. He's a pain in my ass too. He ruins like every episode. Not ruins them. He's just
You interrupt.
does this.
You start kissing. Start kissing.
So 2002.
Yeah, Dad. My dad had went on long-term disability from PG&E because he had degenerative disc disease in his back. His bosses saw him limping around a lot. He would go to work with 2 heating pads in his truck just so he can do paperwork. Because he also had gout, so he would have one on under one leg,
Damn.
one under the other leg, and he had a generator in the back of his truck tapped into his gas line. So he would always just constantly be at work, so he wouldn't have to
Really?
use sick time.
Yeah.
He didn't like to use sick time. But they finally said, "You know what? This is too much of a liability anymore. You're done." So he came home. It was probably August. We were already planning on going with him, but it was like, okay, we have a little extra time now. Loaded up the truck front to back. You couldn't fit a needle in there. And we loaded up, went over there for 2 weeks. Teachers didn't like it. because I asked for 2 weeks worth of work, so that made them work to go
Yeah.
into the
They don't even
books.
have no freaking plan.
No, yeah, they'd have to look into their books and see what look ahead and okay, I got to go get all this printed up for him now. I don't care, I'm going.
Where'd you guys go?
We went to we went to my uncle. My uncle had a house in my dad's uncle, my grandpa's twin brother had a house in Circleville, Utah, and we'd stay there and hunt the surrounding area. Then we'd go to this little valley in little tiny podunk town called Adamony Creek, Utah. It's like running down Panama and going through like Old River and
Okay.
Pumpkin Center. Is like one of those type of towns.
Gotcha.
We'd go up into that valley and stay in certain campsites he's been staying in for 50 years. See little spots in the ground that look like a key. He was like, "Son, that's my barbecue pit." He would no grass would grow back on it. You could see how he had it outlined, so it would just you wouldn't even have to
That's
do
pretty
anything.
cool. You got to see all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was like his thing. Like that's what he went out there. So it was his brother.
My grandpa's brother, my grandpa's twin brother.
Okay. So it was like I guess his uncle.
Yeah, his uncle, my great uncle.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. Did your did you did your dad have brothers or anything?
No, he had one sister.
And so that uncle is what who pretty much probably raised him.
Yeah, they'd go over to the. He lived on the coast in Oceano a lot,
Mm-hmm.
so they'd go over there ever since the 40s. Well, my dad was born in the 51, but ever since the late 50s and whatnot, go over there and visit and stay. They lived over there a few times.
Your dad's was 51.
Well, he was born in
And 51 is
1951.
what I
Yeah.
mean. Damn,
Uh,
dude, can you imagine being back then? Like how different the world was back then?
oh yeah, milkman coming to your house. You can leave the money out there on your doorstep and not have to worry about someone walking up and taking your milk or even taking your money or even taking your bottles because they take your bottles now.
It's crazy stuff.
I'm gonna go take this glass and recycle it and get a few cents. Well, I'm trying to get my milk, my guy, but okay, can't do that now.
No. No, it's scary how fast things are
Yeah.
changing. Do you remember what you guys brought home from that trip?
Um, just some fish. We didn't do any good with the deer, but he also turned back around when he brought me home and went back to Colorado and was a little more successful.
Really?
We
So
saw
he's
some
just like
pretty things, yeah.
he
But
was just like, wait a minute, I'm going back.
well, my grandpa was going home, but he didn't want to bring me home with him. So my dad was like, "So you want me to drive all the way from Utah to California, take my son home, and turn right back around and drive out to
So he already
Colorado?"
had it planned out. He was already going to
Oh
Colorado.
yeah,
Okay,
it was all planned out and everything. But he's like,
but you had school.
I had to do school and all that. I can only take it was right after Halloween, so I was like, okay. And but my grandpa didn't want to take me, so I was like, all right, screw it, I'll take him with it. Take him back over there and turn right back around.
Dang. In that same truck.
Same truck, that
It's,
'78 pickup truck.
it's crazy how trucks last that long, like those older ones. Like nowadays, they just don't last.
Yeah, we had the dual gas tanks on it too.
Yeah. What? So it was a Ford? What was it?
And it was a GMC.
Okay. That's crazy.
Yeah, the Ford, the old everything. The Fords had the both tanks on one side.
Yeah.
These GMCs was one on the other. So you fill up one tank. Okay, you got to stop, put your thing down, flip a U-turn, hope somebody doesn't pull into your spot.
Yeah, the Ford's the tank's in the middle on either side of the axle, but the Phillips on the side.
Yeah,
I didn't know. I'm actually curious. Are they really on either side? The tanks?
Phillips. I don't know if the tanks are. I know that the Phillips
The
are
Phillips
on
are?
one side. Yeah.
Huh. Wonder what year that is.
I don't know when they stopped doing that. But we had a '77 GMC as well. That I believe it was the same way. The villains are on both sides.
So, what was you were always into pro wrestling stuff. Did you ever get into music or anything like that?
Oh yeah. Um, I played trumpet in a marching band in junior high,
Nice.
and that kind of sparked that part of wanting to be a musician and play. I still want to own a trumpet. I don't have one right now, but it's one of those things I want. But around high school, I wanted to start learning to play the bass as well. So when I was old enough, in about 2005, I got a bass. Started learning that, but that never really came to anything. I just still kind of play in your bedroom to yourself, kind of thing.
I think that's usually how it
Yeah,
starts.
that's how I
Nobody
got to.
else wants to hear it.
I played with some my buddies. I almost got to do almost got to do a show with them, but we lost our rehearsal space. And we were like, you know what? Let's just cut the band off.
That's always a bummer. I remember having to it's like breaking up with a girlfriend.
Dude, I just bought my new amp. Just bought an amp. Was just gifted a speaker cabinet. So I had a rig set up. Didn't even get to use it.
You never played with anybody else?
No, I was working my concerts at the time as a sound engineer. So I was already having to take time off of band practice because I had to go do shows. I was like, well, guys, I got to make
How old were
money.
you when you were first started working at the Dome?
18.
And was it through the Dome, or were you working through like a stage company?
No, I was working through bands. I never really worked solidly through anybody.
Through bands?
Yeah, any band that was playing in there.
Uh huh.
Like I started with my sister's ex fiance's band.
Okay.
I was just standing there talking to him, and he said, "Hey, come up here and help me." So I jumped up on stage and started helping him tear his drum set down. And
And so you would just go and just do it.
sometimes, yeah, that's how I would get in.
Yeah. Interesting.
Then I would start meeting the bands and be like, "Oh, this guy's pretty cool. He's wanting to do something."
And she
And
almost became like a word of mouth,
yeah, it was before Facebook,
sound
so
gear.
yeah, you had to either email or, "Hey, this guy does stuff. You got to give him an email."
Interesting. That's cool.
And I was going to bars when I was 18 to do shows.
Why don't you do stage work now?
Bad shoulder, bad knee. Don't want to risk it anymore. I got a bad rotator cuff.
Yeah, I fell skating not too long ago, and this thing just pops like crazy
Yeah.
everywhere I move. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, mine came from working a campground. I worked at a place called Frandy Campground in Kernville for about 4 years, and just lifting heavy boulders, lifting rocks. You got to clean up the fire pits. Can't always just ram it with the backhoe and scoop all the rocks up. You got to pick some of them suckers up in there. Some of them rocks, I don't see how people even got them to that fire ring. Is like, dude, are you Eddie Hall or something?
You just always have to pick up, pick up their mess, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
27 acres worth of mess all half the time during from spring until September.
Trash.
Trash. Yeah, fire, trash, their food, diapers, everything.
Oh man. You always see that like at the beach too, like the day after an event, just people bury all their trash in the sand.
Oh yeah, the September was usually like event season for us. So when we have like Builtwell
Okay.
motorcycle parts. So
Yep.
they rent out the whole place. Come out, Russ Brown will be there just giving
Yeah,
out
I think I know what you're talking about.
motorcycle
Yeah.
insurance stuff. But all these motorcycle riders, when they would pack up and leave, there's nowhere to shove all that alcohol on their bikes. So there's leaving all this booze on the tables and stuff. Me and my foreman, we'd all run around and try and see how much we can collect.
Really?
Jameson. Yeah, full bottles of Jameson. We're just gonna leave it there.
That's crazy.
Everything. I was a lot more into the alcohol back then.
Yeah. Do you drink now?
On occasion,
Yeah.
more socially than anything.
Yeah. Do you still go to shows?
I haven't been to a show probably 2019.
Really? That long?
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, first COVID hit, but then after that, I just got even burnt out from working them. I didn't even want to go to them.
It
Like,
became more like work
yeah.
than fun.
Like the one we went to in 19, we went to Post Malone at the Forum. And then COVID hit. And I was like, okay. I haven't really been to any concerts. I went to a couple of wrestling shows, but no concerts since then.
Wrestling shows like the big shows or
It was just
what?
the TV tapings. I went to a TV taping down at Crypto Arena.
Okay.
Then we had one up here last year, I think. I went to that.
So those aren't real? Those aren't live whenever they play? Those are all tapings?
Well,
That's a lot of people.
they call it some because on the East Coast it's live.
Okay.
It's because when it starts at 5 o'clock,
Oh, I got you.
it's live for them.
Uh-huh.
But when it's time to air over here, it's taped.
Yeah, so whatever you were going to, that's not the same.
No, it was a live. It was live when I was there
Yeah.
because it was being aired live for East Coast.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But sometimes the first time I ever went to a show, I went to it here in Bakersfield, watched it get taped, then went home.
And watched it.
And no, it was just funny. I turned it on. I didn't watch it because I was just there. I was like, I already know what happens.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is just funny. I was just there. Now it's on TV. Oh, okay. I get the. It's like, wait a minute. East Coast, West Coast. I didn't understand time delay a whole lot.
You still into that stuff now?
I watch it, but I don't because the time constraints that I have. I'll watch it when I can.
Do you think that do you feel resentment? Because I remember back in high school, I was super into Blink-182
Mhm.
and people would make fun of me for it.
Yeah.
Right? But now everybody loves Blink-182 and I'm like, man, screw you guys. What the hell?
Oh, I would do that to people in junior high because I worked with my brother-in-law. We would do parking for the arena.
Mhm.
We would do overflow parking for his boss. So when the Lakers first started coming for preseason games, we did a Laker game. And I was telling people, yeah, I did parking for Lakers and this and that. And these two bullies were like, oh, you know the Lakers? Yeah, I know Kobe and Shaq. They came to my house and had lunch. And they wouldn't shut their mouths for 6 months after that. Oh, you know Kobe. I lied to you, you dummy.
Do you have any cool stories of times at the Dome? Because I would often see you there. That's where they were putting shows on almost weekly.
Oh,
there.
even the local shows were even in the big dome.
Yeah.
You go to a local show, later on before the dome closed, it would be in the side room on a little boxing ring.
Yeah.
But even just
the local shows got hard there for a second.
The local shows were hard there.
Yeah. Everybody would come out too. That was so fun.
I'm at all my best circle of friends right now.
The hardcore scene was good right there for a second.
They were in a band, and I didn't go to too many hardcore shows.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying shows in general.
Show, yeah. But once I worked everything, I was like, oh, hardcore music's nice. This nice type of music's nice. You didn't really understand it until you start talking to the people. And
there was that weird genre that turned up a screamo type. I don't even know what you call it. Was it Gramercy riff?
I remember Gramercy riff. Yeah.
And what was
Half
Todd's
Moon Drive?
Yeah. What was Todd's band? What was that band, dude? I can't remember them. That was was it the Blood Brothers were always here? It was just a weird genre of music.
3 Cent, all different bands like 3 Cent Nickel and Relapse Trigger, uh, Tempered, all those guys. I was more into the thrash scene, but when I was with Relapse Trigger, working with them, they were more of the hardcore style. So I would see more bands like Melodrose and Swag 667.
Thrash like trash talk.
No, thrash metal,
Okay.
like this more old school style, dirty, not a lot of effects, just more of a lead pedal and your guitar.
Yeah. Yeah, Jerry's was fun back then too. It was either Dome or Jerry's. There was somewhere to go.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to go to Jerry's a lot until
I don't think a lot of people were. They always thought it was so bad, but it wasn't that bad.
it was more or less my mom being protective of because she knew how many people from school would be down there all the time. And she said, "You go down there, you're just going to get into a fight, and there's no school security guards that are going to sit there and help you out. You're going to be the one that's going to get in some kind of trouble." So I didn't go until later, until I was hanging out with other people
You had problems with people in school?
every day.
How come?
I don't know. Maybe they thought it was the cool thing to do because I had glasses or was the fat kid or something.
I remember I don't have vivid memories of you getting bullied or anything, but I do have vivid memories of you being like the calm guy. Like it's almost like you didn't nothing bothered you.
Why lash out? You lash out, you get into a fight. My grandma would always call me her gentle giant. This, you're big as the Hulk, but you can pick up a Fabergé egg with your tippy fingers and not break it.
Yeah. You were definitely bigger than everybody back then.
That's what people liked. In elementary school, I was taller than everybody, except for a few people but once junior high and high school came around, all right, you're more just a little porker, everybody calls.
I saw it as like just like a football build. Like I always thought you played football or something. I didn't.
No, I wish I could have played football, but I was more of the baseball guy. I played baseball. I would have liked to have done the team in high school and stuff, but my grades weren't great, and I just didn't want to do the work.
I tried out, but it was like a like super clicky. Like it was like I didn't fit. I didn't have the right clothes on or something.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? And so like I didn't even. Like, it was like the coaches didn't even look at me.
no.
So I was like, all right, well, that's
My
all.
dad was like, "Oh, you just by the way you look, all them coaches going to see you, and they say you should go try out for the team." Coaches didn't even know who I was. Only reason why the baseball coach knew who I was is because he was my PE teacher. It was Tony Silver.
Yeah.
I took the extra PE class because I failed a semester or whatever it was of it, so I had to take the makeup PE class. So I was in there with a bunch of the football guys like Eli Hollis and stuff like that. And yeah, that's the only reason that coach knew who I was. Everybody else, no, I'm not going to go try out. I'm not going to, like I said, my grades sucked. I just didn't do the work because I just stay up and play on my computer or something.
You didn't like high school at all?
Well, even the teachers had it out for you. You can't even. Oh, don't be a tattletale. Don't be this. Don't. Well, nowadays, speak up. Say something. Really, even the teachers would bully me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But I was like, I'm not even going to say nothing to anybody. I wouldn't even. Something would happen unless it happened in front of a teacher. Shrug my shoulders and carry on.
I didn't realize that.
My fourth grade teacher. Well, also teachers didn't know how to deal with a kid who was bipolar and all that. They didn't know what, it's not autism. It was something, really bad anxiety. And there was something the teachers had a meeting about me one time. I forgot what it was about, but it had something to do with getting picked on all the time. And then my mom later on in years told me that, oh, yeah, they wanted to see if you were going to go see like a psychiatrist or some crap like that. I'm like, no. Why?
I think it's a lot of times that I wouldn't say that I did get, I wouldn't say bullied, but I got picked on. I would say that I got bullied by my family more than anybody. Uh, and I think that maybe I picked up those traits, but to me, it's like a way of showing love.
Mm.
I don't agree with that, but I just think it's interesting how how it can steer your life. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you didn't even want to go to shows or whatever because you were afraid of seeing people who you
Mm-hmm.
see every day.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's shitty.
And what I remember going, I didn't even go to football games
Yeah,
until after high school. I went to more North High football games after high school than I did when I went there.
because you just felt like like just uncomfortable, anxiety.
Yeah.
That's shitty, dude.
And I was one time I went to a game because my friend's son was playing on the North team, so we went to East High to watch a game. First time I'd ever went over there. I was like, oh, there's a bunch of people that had I been there alone, it would have been open game on my.
Is that how you feel, or would you rather had them apologize?
I've had a bunch of them apologize. I don't care. I mean, damage is done. Apology can only go so far.
You can't take it back. What you started, yeah.
Um,
Your life's
yeah.
already changed because of it.
They say, forgive, but you can't forget. So sometimes that's what I just still. Sometimes I'll just sit there, and my mind wanders off a lot. Even the econ teacher I had, Mr. Hanson, calls me Johnny Blastoff. Because I would just sit there and just my mind goes off, a 1,000-mile stare and just wander. But just like now.
It's like a scar or something. Like you get cut. The forgiveness is its healing.
Yeah.
The scar's still there.
Yeah.
The forgiveness was the fact that it's still there. It's like it's back together, but the scar is where the pain is.
Yep. Sometimes I'll just sit there and I won't be doing anything. I'll just have like a pair of headphones in, and some of those things back in school pop into my head. Even memories from when I was in the first, second grade, get into those fights. Like, why am I still thinking of those? Even with girls, even the girls were joining in on the fun, if they would, if that's what they were calling it.
See, and I wonder, I wonder if they have. It sounds to me like you came from a loving home.
Yeah, my home life is great.
I wonder if like that's the whole difference is like these the lashing out comes from not having love at home.
That's good. That could be the thing.
Maybe they are treated the way and that's all they know. I don't know. I'm just thinking cuz like I had this thought the other day and I watched this video of this kid get stabbed in the neck in I think it was Merced at the fair.
Mm.
And like the kid who stabbed him was like another 12-year-old kid, and then like two other 13-year-olds were like kicking him in the head or whatever while he's bleeding out. And I'm thinking, man, like I was afraid to fight back when I was like 13. I would run. Like I'm not. And so these kids who have these kids who are raising these new kids, like what are those what is that 12-year-old's kids going to be like if he's already like that at 12? Like we are it's like getting just progressively meaner and worse. Like whenever you say bullying, were you ever like beat up on or anything?
Oh yeah,
Were you?
yeah. Spit on, kick, punch, push.
Really?
Yeah, everything.
Do you remember any of those people?
Fair
Like,
amount. Yeah,
yeah.
fair amount of them.
I had a kid try to throw me in a trash can one time.
Couple of them have passed on,
Odd.
but I do remember a lot of the people. I had a few pair of glasses broken. You know, these things ain't cheap.
Nope.
I still got the first pair of glasses that I ever had that would keep getting broken. My dad would, because wouldn't have just money readily available to go buy glasses all the time, because that was, prescription stuff. It
Half a
was,
month's rent, dude.
yeah. So the arms is just nothing but Bondo.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he'd
Interesting.
make Bondo arms, solidify it, and make me ear corners and ear hooks, and I wear them.
Damn. That's actually badass.
You got to work with what you
He
got.
seemed like you keep dropping hints that this dude like was like super hands on, like did stuff out in the garage. Like, what did he mess with? What did he tinker with?
He always tinkering with like his fishing gear,
Fishing gear.
or
He
um,
loved hunting.
he
That
loved
was his
hunting and
thing.
fishing.
He loved messing with his guns.
Loved messing with his guns. Um, Much like everybody, he didn't really like to work on his vehicles, but if he had to, he knew what to do, and we would
Rather
get
do
him.
it himself than
Rather
pay
do it
somebody.
himself than pay somebody. So we
Do
were
you
always
do you
started. We
work
were
on?
always doing our own water pumps and stuff like
Yeah. Do you
that.
work on your own cars whenever they do that?
If I know what to do,
Yeah.
if I know how to fix it,
Yeah.
and it's I don't, I'll probably, yeah.
I know some people that won't even pop their own hood. They'll just be like, nah, I'll call somebody.
I've multiple times recently just been sprawled out right over the engine bay, reaching all the way to the back to the carburetor, just fix a plug wire on the distributor or something, or tighten a screw.
I think people think it's work, like it's like hard or something, but like if some Chinese kid can build your Chevy, then you can unscrew that same screw. Like it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun to do, to learn. Like go mess with your car. That's all. I'm just encouraging people. I'm probably pissing a lot of people off. I keep taking you on tangents.
I don't care. That's my mind always does that too. So it's like, all right, just let him go. We'll go.
um I asked you, I immediately distracted you, but like cool story about your stage life.
I did a lot of stuff in a probably a 13-year period of time in the music locally.
So there are probably a lot of crazy stories.
Seen a lot of stuff. Oh,
A lot of fights probably.
yeah. A lot of fights. A lot of punk rock guys cutting themselves with glass, and I ruin my clothes because I have to bleach down the microphone cables. That was at the Mint. You see the Mint, you're like, oh, okay, that doesn't surprise you.
No, there's a lot of they've been in like pretty relevant lately. There's a lot of I think just people are just getting too drunk
Yeah,
nowadays. It's
fire, water, bad.
yeah, but whenever you start looking at your government or life in general, it kind of gets kind of scary out there if you actually look at what's going on.
Yeah.
We're all just trying to ignore it and pretend that it's not happening.
Mm-hmm.
Just maybe we'll get through it.
Yep. Yeah, working in the obviously the little places. I started working. First bar I solidly worked at was Vinny's Bar on South Union and Pacheco,
Oh, damn.
way out there,
Yeah.
Booneyville, USA.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I started doing,
Is
like
that
I said, working for the bands.
is that kind of like that little biker bar type thing?
Yeah, it was. Now it's a he sold it, and it's on like a Mexican nightclub now or something. But it was a heavily visited by the biker community.
I remember Ryan taking me out there a couple times. I think that a lot of people went there just to fight. That was like the fight bar.
We probably around '06 Thunder Run.
Hmm.
I was there with some buddies of mine playing, and quite a large amount of uh, let's say how we want to stop saying too many names. Outlaw motorcycle guys
Okay.
came in, and a buddy of mine used to belong to a rival club. He said, "We need to load up this equipment, and we need to get the hell out of here now." Because they started saying, "Hey, dude, you know how to play bass. You can play drums. There's equipment up there on stage. Let's go play." And we're like, "No."
They're just about to take
They
over.
were about to take over, and I don't want to see a whole bunch of my buddies get hurt and me get hurt or killed or stabbed. And I'm like, we're going to get the heck out of here.
Just almost like that's crazy. The biking community is interesting to me.
Yeah, you see some of them really are just out to ride, but then you see some that okay, you're wearing colors. You say you ride for you ride for Jesus, you ride for this, but what's what's the catch? Because I knew another buddy of mine's club was a particular way because of their profession that they worked, but they still carried themselves a different way when they were off, when they weren't working.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Well, and I think that that's probably. I'm not a biker, so I don't know. But I mean, from the documentaries or whatever, my knowledge of it is that's like lifestyle. It's not just like something you dabble in. You become
No,
part of it.
that's your life. Club first, family second.
Yeah.
I learned that from them. I learned that from watching all the programs. I didn't watch that Sons of Anarchy stuff, but it was like all the other documentary programs, like Gangland and stuff like this, or stuff like that. And you learn
Well, and
about.
like isn't like I don't like I said I don't know. Maybe we could get like a hardcore biker on here to come tell. But like, isn't like isn't that the reason they wear like swastikas and like pins and stuff? Wasn't that like their badges from World War II of like killing Nazis? Like that was and then like somehow it became like this racist type
Oh yeah,
thing.
all the rebels that would come back after the war ended and start riding. Yeah, it was more of them. Even the guys that would go and uh, Tom Cruise did that movie where he was a war vet and he would go and he burned his badges or burned his medals or whatever the heck it was, burned his uniform in protest. And all these guys would come back, but the hardened ones would come back and what do we do now?
Yeah.
They get on their bike, they get a bike or buy a Harleys. What is it, 1950? All right, let's go.
Nothing else matters, just a
Nothing else
ride.
matters. Yeah, like you said, you put the Nazi pins or that you see a rising sun on their chest.
Yeah.
You know what they did.
Dealing with their trauma is what they're doing.
Yeah. It's
They're
like
just
seeing a one percenter now. He's like, okay, you deal with some stuff. I'll I'll go this way.
Well, see, and that's the thing. I think it's from an outside perspective, it seems like a lot more of these clubs are popping up to just be like more like little cliques, but the big clubs had like their own government style
Oh
like
yeah, hierarchy,
ranking
definitely.
and yeah. I don't know. I don't want to be
No,
any what disrespectful to that
not
community
at
at all.
all.
So
Yeah, that's
I
why I'm like. That's why I never mentioned any names or
yeah, I don't
colors
want
or anything
to.
like
Yeah, I
that.
don't know. It's interesting to me. I would like to get somebody on here that knew a little bit more about it to educate me.
Yeah, I only seen things just from a supporter standpoint, nothing more.
I have friends, but I don't know. I don't know much about it. I know that it's its own community for
Yeah,
sure, and it's a very strong community.
it's like Back to the Future Part Two. It's like an alternate universe of
Yeah.
what you normally live. You put on those colors. It's like stepping into the DeLorean. You're completely different. Someone else, somewhere else. You your family doesn't matter. That's your family.
Yeah. It's almost like if you try to get into it as you're older too, like you almost don't even have a chance because you won't have the time to learn the ethics of the or the code.
Yeah, there's some guys that been riding all their lives and they
Yeah.
still learn.
Yeah.
There's still stuff to learn.
Interesting. Did you did your dad ride?
No,
No.
no. He knew a few local guys he went to school with that ended up uh, being in clubs back in the '70s, but no, he didn't ride. If it didn't have four wheels under him, he wasn't going to be in it.
Super interested about this. I want to get some more somebody on here could teach me about this. All right. So we got sidetracked again.
Yeah, I'm a scare acting.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, that's a big thing right
What is that?
now. For the last 6 years, my favorite thing to do come July is audition for Fright Fest at Six Flags Magic Mountain.
Oh, really? I
Yeah,
didn't know you did that.
I've been doing it for 6 years.
Have you been going out there and doing it?
Yeah,
That's badass.
yeah, I got all kinds of pictures I can send you if you want to.
I mean, we can look it up right now.
Yeah.
What are you on? Instagram?
I have an Instagram. I got to remember my tag. Search up Drauger, DRAUGR space the brute. Yeah, right there. And this has this little taste over the years of what I've done, different looks, different areas. Like this picture right here, I was in an area called Devil's Triangle, so it was very heavily, even the shirt I'm wearing,
Oh,
uh,
okay.
um,
Yeah, you just got to push them off, man.
heavily based on
Oh, whoa. That's you too?
the Bermuda. Yeah, that was when I was in an area called Grimlower Ridge. I was a giant bird.
I went there once. It was back when they were had Colossus and they did the thing backwards.
Mm. And then
You're into crows?
yeah, that I was doing those as little because right when I started posting these pictures, I learned that I was going to be a bird at my
Oh.
audition. So I was doing little snippet pictures, kind of teasers. And this is some other pictures. I was in a place area called Territory Twisted. It was scream punk based, so you'll see like lots of cogs and stuff.
That's cool. Why don't you like audition for movies or anything?
Oh, that's a lot different.
What do you mean?
I don't have a dialogue here.
I
I
guess so.
mean, I could be part do stuff like that. But I
Use
don't
all
talk.
that bullshit that you went through and turn it into a positive. Start get you a million, dude.
Get that million, get that Oscar.
um, I've had this crow watch me at work.
Mm-hmm.
I saw him up there like watch him eat lunch, so I like threw some food on my hood, and he's been coming back. It's probably been like close to like almost a year now that this guy comes back every day, like several times a day. And I've been buying like peanuts out and like giving them out, like leaving them out for him and stuff. And he just brought all his kids, so
Mm,
I don't know if it's a him. I can't tell the difference. They're all birds, you know what I mean?
right.
But there was like 5 or 6 of them on my truck the other day, and then so, like, I've been like I said, if I go out on my lunch, I'll throw some peanuts out, and 5 birds will just land on my
Oh,
hood.
he went out and spread the word.
Dude, it's so badass. Like, if anybody should look up crows, they're not these black scary creatures that everybody thinks they are. They're actually badass.
Yeah, crows. A lot of people confuse them with ravens.
Ravens are badass
Yeah,
too, but they only travel in pairs, I've
yeah.
noticed. They're only
Crows kind of are loners.
they it's definitely crazy how they talk to each other though. It's a real thing.
Hmm. Yeah.
It's cool. So, your mom, what is her name?
Her name is Doshi.
Doshi?
Yeah,
Like Yoshi?
yeah, but with the D and it ends with an E. Doshie. Yeah, very southern, old southern name. Her family on that side come from like Arkansas, Alabama, and stuff like that.
Okay. You ever been out there?
I've only been out there traveling through to Florida back and forth. So I'll be like, oh, I'll stop off into the airport at Memphis or something. But that's as far as that can went.
What do you do out in Florida?
Walt Disney World.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we've been 3 times.
Really?
Yeah,
You're into the theme park thing, huh? Character acting? Like,
it's weird as I hate heights. I get super bad vertigo. But put me in a roller coaster. Ah, I'm a little kid.
yeah, that's good. I think we need that. Need
Yeah.
more of that. Well, Johnny, thank you so much for coming and spending time with me.
Yes,
I think
sir.
this will just be a part one of
Definitely.
a few part series. You said you watch a show, so we always try to end it on a positive um thing for somebody. So what would you have to say to somebody? Something positive for
Um,
someone.
if you're picked on all the time, just don't let it get to you. It's going to pass. You might not, like I said earlier, you might not always forget it, but the pain that they give you right now will subside. And eventually, even some of those bullies will become your friends, like I have. I never even thought that. Yeah, I would see somebody that, or even have a beer with a bully until years ago. One of them, it was it was Ryan Smith, called me up and we partied a little bit together, and I was like, okay, people were just young then, and they realized that time will pass, and they'll realize that they were just young and dumb and trying to make their friend more or less trying to impress their friends, but never. I've never been too much of a motivational guy. Sorry, but everything's gonna be okay.
All right,
Everything's gonna be
guys,
okay.
you heard it. Have a good night.